What's good, everyone? Welcome to the channel. I am TheSaffronMan and I hope you're all doing good. Welcome back to Rumble. Hello, YouTube. It's been a week or so from me. I've been so ill, and this has been one of the few times I've been able to speak over the last week or so. Sporadiclese did a video for us over the weekend. We missed out on the podcast. We'll get that back for this weekend coming, so don't be worried about that. But hope you're all doing well, and I hope if anyone's kind of feeling sick or anything, go and watch some Taylor Sheridan TV shows. It kind of got me through mine, so I hope you're all feeling okay. So what I want to talk about is, obviously, we beat City over the weekend, which was just fantastic. There's nothing better than when you're ill to actually watch your team grab a snap victory like that. That was really cool, right? If we would have lost that 1-0, I would still probably be ill in bed, I would imagine. But it was such a good performance to watch. It wasn't the most entertaining of matches, but you could just sense as the longer the match went on, we were getting more and more chances. Bruno should have scored that clear through shot, as we know. But the rest is history. Fantastic win for the lads. And a fantastic win for everyone involved, including Amorim, who made some decisions before that. But one of the bright sparks that came from that City match, as we all know, from that wonderful effort, and honestly, he was one of our most dangerous players against City, was Amad Diallo. Now, we had 4 chances in that first half, but they were all offside. But they were all coming from Amad Diallo as well, right? And it just took until the 80th minute or so to finally unlock that offside trap and create a few chances for himself. And he's made it happen. And this isn't the first time that he's done this for us. You know, he's done this at Liverpool. He's done this at Wolves. He tends to pop up when it's really needed with really important goals. And it's not like a wonder strike like Nani used to do. It's literally creativity. He's doing something unique and different every time he's on the pitch in those important situations. The way he took that ball over Ederson was kind of nuts. And I don't think that's ever happened to him as a goalkeeper before. And the fact that Diallo's done that and then make the defender on the line. Fantastic effort. But let me tell you something about Diallo that might surprise you, is that he's only got 6 months left on his contract. Now, yes, he does have an option. We have an option to extend it by another 12 months on his current terms. But then let me surprise you again, potentially. He is on £29,000 a week at Manchester United. Now, he's 22. I'm pretty sure Højlund, who's younger than him, is coming. He's not earning £29,000 a week. Kobe Mainoo may be the only kind of youngster that is on that amount of money. Garnacho's probably on around 80 to 90,000 at the moment as it is. But look, I think he's definitely underpaid for the performances that he's putting in as compared to some of the higher guys like Casemiro and Rashford, who are overpaid and definitely not getting the performances of that. So there's a wide gap, and if we can have a team full of Amad Diallos getting paid 29 grand a week putting in those performances, we would be the best team on the planet, right? But that's not the case. So, and that's highly unlikely that we're going to have those. Maybe if we've got 10 youngsters come through at once, but it's really not going to happen. Amad Diallo deserves to be getting a lot more than what he's getting at the moment. And the fact that he's only got 6 months left. Yes, I think he was under discussions with Ten Hag as well, under a new contract. But something needs to get sorted out soon. Now, there are rumblings that there are things going to be done before the end of the month. And they kind of need to be, if I'm honest. Apparently, we're about to offer him a £90,000 a week contract. Which I kind of see it as fair to some degree. I think Amad Diallo might, or his team might inquire for a few bonuses on top of that. But it should be a 4-year contract, you would hope. Maybe if they'll do it 3, if he's unsure about Amorim's long-term future. I don't know what he's going to think, but you would expect it to be a long-term contract. 4 or 5 years. If it was 3, then I think there would be questions. Manchester United do tend to do the 3 years plus an extra 2 or whatever. But I think of late, we're really trying to tie down these contracts so we don't get in that 3-year cycle where we're having to renew the contracts every 18 months or something like that, right? So, yeah, I think 90 is a bit fair. I think if you were to round it up to 100 or something, I think that might make Amad Diallo a little bit happier. Obviously, you've got to take tax away from that as well. So, look, I think it's a really interesting point that we haven't given Ahmed a contract as of yet. So we should kind of make up for the lateness of this decision. But he has got unique characteristics. Remember, he is 22 years old. He's still got big contracts ahead of him if he keeps performing at this scale. So I think, between 90 and 100,000 gives room for improvement and room for growth and room to get paid more on that scale. We can't be offering him stupid money straight off the bat. But the way that there's no one like Amad Diallo in the Premier League. Now, there are obviously smaller people like David Silva and Phil Foden. I think Phil Foden is the only other sort of person that has that agility on the ball at the moment. Nathan Ake, sorry, not Nathan Ake, that Crystal Palace winger. He's been pretty good as of late. But Diallo's just different from his height, from his stature, the way he runs, the way he moves. Like, he heads balls at the height that players will kick it, sort of thing. Like, he is just a nuisance, and he's hard to track, hard to pick up. He's strong for his size. He's very physical. He can send you one way and go the other. He's got a left foot and right foot. He's just turning into, like, but we've been seeing, as Manchester United fans, we've been seeing this for quite a while. Like, and we've been questioning, why isn't he playing? Why isn't he playing? He got a few games at the start of the season. Didn't really kind of kick off and didn't really set the world alight. And I'll say with Sporadiclese during the podcast, like, he's not taking his chances. Well, new managers come in, a new system, and what I like about this is Rashford and Garnacho are on the sidelines at the moment because they're like, oh, our position's gone. You don't really have a position for us. Amad Diallo's gone. Where do you want me? You go, I want you right wing back. All right, yeah, cool. I'll figure it out. All right, now I want you in right cam. Yeah, sweet. Okay, no problem. Like, he's going wherever the manager wants him, and he's learning on the job, and he's thriving on it. If this isn't a kick up the arse to Garnacho and Rashford, I don't know what is really. But it's fantastic to see that he's putting in the effort, he's staying humble, he's reaping the rewards for learning new skills on the job, and he's 22 years old. And he can play defensively, he can play attackingly, he can be the creator, he can be the instigator, and get you that match winner. Look, if there's no one else on our team that really deserves a brand new contract right now, other than Kobbie Mainoo, which I'll get to in a second. But Amad Diallo is the only one that's on a short-term left on his contract that you think, yeah, we have to get him. Lindelof is probably going to go. Maguire's probably going to go. Luke Shaw, probably going to go. Malacia, potentially, if money comes in. Like, Ericsson, 6 months left, is probably going to go. Like, there are a bunch of people that don't really deserve a new contract at the moment. The new signings, De Ligt, we're good. Mazraoui's good. Ugate's good. Many of the people that, Højlund is good on a new contract. We're kind of settled for new contracts at the moment, and all the ones that are pretty low, other than Diallo, are probably going to move on at some point, you would imagine. But then Kobbie Mainoo, we've been talking to him about a new contract since before the FA Cup final last season. So the fact that we've gone through another manager since then and a new system, he hasn't really had that many games under Amorim as of yet because he's come back from injury or whatever. But he did come on against City, and I thought off the ball, Kobbie Mainoo was absolutely amazing. I mean, on the ball, he was still looking for that pass, and it didn't quite work out. But he was running, he was Energizer Bunny. And so he also deserves a new contract under what he's done over the past 6 months in terms of the game against Liverpool, the FA Cup final, and the young prodigy that we all want him to be, his England experience. He is going to be a fantastic player. We can't let Kobbie go either. So let's get Amad Diallo's contract done. 90,000, I'm sure they'll be there or thereabouts. If Kobbie Mainoo gets a new contract and it's more than Amad Diallo, I'm sure Amad Diallo is not going to be too happy about that. So you're probably going to want to find a contract that suits both these players I think equally. Even though Kobbie is younger, I think they're both kind of at that same level. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I think if you offer them the same amount, neither of them can argue, you're right, let's go on to the next phase of our journey and let's try and push on. Maybe if you were to make Ahmed happy at 110, maybe you'd have to give Kobbie 110 as well. But look, I'm not fine. I know they're trying to cut costs. You let me know what you think down below. But yeah, Diallo needs a new contract. Kobe Manu needs a new contract. Everyone else, I think we're kind of good for new contracts for the moment. So I think that leaves a lot of room for people to be put on the transfer market, and I'm going to talk about that later on in the week maybe. I'm going to be back tomorrow for the Spurs preview, which is on Thursday. Looking forward to that. I'll let you know the predicted lineups and the predicted scoreline, see what I think. Thanks for everyone that's been watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for your support over the last week since I've been ill. I'm literally feeling my voice already, so I'm going to cut this one short. But much love, show your support, hit subscribe, hit the like, hit the notification button, and I'll see you all very soon tomorrow. Take it easy. Peace.